Devin Haney has given more money in a undisputed title defense for a number one opponent or a mandatory than anybody else. Anybody. Let's talk.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about, the straight shot, the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
In the four belt era, you have Hopkins, Taylor, Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, Charlo, Canelo, and Devin. Of those guys, Hopkins defended against the number one. Canelo defended against a mandatory. Devin defended against a number one. And Inoue defended against a number one. That's it. That's it. Crawford never defended it. Jermaine Taylor lost the title before he defended it. Usyk defended undisputed against Tony Bellew, who was not even a cruiserweight. He was a heavyweight. He had just beat David Haye twice. And then he moved down to cruiserweight for a payday. Josh Taylor never defended undisputed. No, he never defended undisputed. Jermell Charlo never defended undisputed. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You have Hopkins, who defended against Jermaine Taylor. You have Usyk, who defended it against Tony Bellew. But like I said, Tony Bellew wasn't even the number one guy when he defended that. He was at heavyweight. He had just beat David Haye and came back down. So you can remove Usyk. So it was Hopkins, who defended against Taylor. Canelo Alvarez, who defended against John Ryder. Devin Haney, who defended it against Lomachenko. He actually defended it twice against Lomachenko, and he defended it against George Kambosos. But I'm not even going to count the George Kambosos one because that was a part of the initial contract, right? So I'm not going to count that. So I'm counting Bernard Hopkins against Jermaine Taylor. I'm counting Canelo Alvarez against John Ryder. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. And Inoue versus Doheny. Those are the four. So let's dive into those four, shall we? Let's dive into those four. So we have Bernard Hopkins versus Jermaine Taylor. Now, the issue that I have with this one is that Bernard Hopkins gave Jermaine Taylor 24 hours to accept a $1.5 million flat fee. No back end, no nothing. A flat fee. This fight was on pay-per-view. Flat fee. Jermaine Taylor wasn't trying to take that little bit of money, so that he upped it to 1.8, and that's what Jermaine Taylor took. Now, if you look at the actual numbers of this, look at these numbers. From what I was informed about this, because Bernard Hopkins' numbers for this fight didn't come out, but what I was informed by people behind the scenes, they told me that he got $3 million guaranteed for this fight, which is about right for him at this particular time. He got $3 million guaranteed, but that wasn't the thing. He got 55% of the pay-per-view split. 55%. 55. Jermaine Taylor didn't get nothing. He got a flat fee. He got 1.8 flat fee. Bernard Hopkins got 55%. The other 45% went to Golden Boy, who was promoting Bernard Hopkins at the time. It went to his promoter. It went to them. He got 55% though. So if you look at that, it did 350,000 pay-per-view buys at $50. That's $17.5 million. So 55% of that is 9.6 million. So if you add the 3 plus the 9, he got 12.6 million to fight Jermaine Taylor. He lost, but the split was an 88-12% split. If you just do all the math, it was 88-12. 88-12. Now, when you look at these things, right? When you look at these things, you say, well, 88-12, what sanctioning body does a 12% split? What sanctioning body does that? I don't know any sanctioning bodies that do a 12% split. None of them do. But yet, that's what Jermaine Taylor got, was 12%. Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder. That was a mandatory. Now, you would think that the WBO Mando, John Ryder, would get the WBO split. It's not what he got, because there is no split for an undisputed champion. So if you look at the math, if you look at what happened, all right, Canelo Alvarez was guaranteed $10 million. That was his guarantee. John Ryder was guaranteed, I want to say he was guaranteed $1 million. $1 million. Canelo Alvarez got a 94-6 split. 94-6. How did you come up with that, BF? Well, the numbers are very easy to do if you do a little bit of math. See, they already told you that 500,000 pay-per-view buys would get Canelo Alvarez $33 million. That's what he would make, which means that 500,000 pay-per-view buys would give him an estimated $23 million. Because he got $10 million, $23 million if it did 500,000 pay-per-view buys, but it didn't. It did 230. Which 230 gave him at $75 a pop. Yeah, that gave that fight grew 17.25 million. Well, if he was going to make 33 million and John Ryder was going to make 3.3, right? Well, that's a 94% split. So you just do 94% of 17.25, that is 16.21. Add that to 10. $26 million is what he made. 26 million. That is a 94-6 split, y'all. 94-6 for a mandatory. 94-6. You have 88-12 and you have 94-6. This is what you have. Then we bring on Monster Inoue versus Doheny. This was a mandatory fight. This was mandatory. Yeah. Inoue got $6.4 million. 6.4. Doheny got 500,000. No pay-per-view. He didn't get any pay-per-view. All pay-per-view bread went to Inoue. So Inoue actually made more than 6.4, but I didn't do the calculations because it was a free fight in America. It was a free fight. So 6.4 for Inoue, and then Doheny made $500,000. That is a 93-7 split. 93-7 for a mandatory, y'all. That's a mandatory 93-7 split. Now, when you look at this fight right here, when you look at this fight, and you actually want to break this fight down, you want to look at the numbers. Well, if you look at the numbers, Devin got $4 million guaranteed. Loma got $3 million guaranteed. They did a 50-50 pay-per-view split. They really didn't, but that's what is projected to you guys, because you guys don't know the business of boxing. You don't even want to know. You just want to find a reason to disrespect, down, and degrade, and shit on Devin. You don't even want to know the business. But I'm going to learn you today. I'm going to learn you. Devin is a promoter, his own promoter. So the 50-50 pay-per-view split was between promoters. It was between DHP and Top Rank. It was not between Devin Haney and Vasyl Lomachenko. It was not between Devin and Loma. Lomachenko got, he definitely got some of the purse split. Definitely got that. But if you go do just a little bit of research, they'll tell you that Lomachenko is going to make $5 million. They got $3 million guaranteed. He was going to make, if it did the numbers that it did, he would have made upwards of $2 million more. He got $5 million total for the fight. Well, if you do some simple math, not very difficult, man. It's not very difficult. All right. Devin got all of his. He got his $4 million plus the 4.5 for the pay-per-view. Yeah, because 150,000 times the $60 was $9 million bucks. Yeah, that's $9 million. 50% of $9 million is 4.5. So Devin got his 4.5 plus his 4, which is $8.5 million. That's what Devin got to fight Lomachenko. That's just between the pay-per-view split and his guaranteed. That has nothing to do with the merchandise or anything else. I'm keeping it high level. Vasyl Lomachenko got his $3 million plus the 4.5 minus Top Rank's expenses, which is why he ended up with $5 million. You don't got to believe me. Go look at anything across the fucking anything anywhere, and you'll see that he got $5 million to fight Devin. So if you add those two, that's 13 million. Well, 13 million, what you end up with is what Devin versus Loma actually was. And if you look at what it actually was, it was 67. 67. All right. 63 to 37% split. That was the split. Because Devin is a promoter. That 50-50 split was between promotional companies. Promotional companies. Same thing with Devin versus Ryan. Devin did a 55-45 split. It was between promotional companies. It was not between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. It was between DHP and Golden Boy. Yeah, that 55% split was for Golden Boy to get their bag and to pay Ryan Garcia. Devin got all of his 45%. Well, he didn't get all of it, but he got his 45%. They're going to sue. They're still suing right now. They're going to get, he's going to get his bread. Because they're going to have to open the books to say, this is all the money that we got for this fight. Y'all didn't know this was part of the lawsuit? Whatever. Yeah, all the money. This is everything that we made for this fight. Because they don't want to show Devin the books. They're going to have to now. This is everything we made for this fight. Did we give you 45%? Oh, I'm sorry, we missed this. Here's another 10 million. Oh, we missed this right here. Here's another 5 million. Oh, we missed this. Here's another 7 million. My bad. We didn't see this. Thank you for doing the lawsuit, so now we can pay you correctly. But whatever about that. Devin Haney gave more money. He gave more to his opponent than any other champion, any other undisputed champion. So for you guys running around here trying to tell me that, you have to give this amount of money and you have to give that amount of money, and the sanctioning body says this, and the sanctioning body says this, and the sanctioning body says that, and the sanctioning body, no, that's cap. That's absolute cap. And I'm proving it to you. It's absolute cap. Absolute cap. These guys were 100% mandos. They did not get a mandatory split. They didn't even get 10% at all. These two guys up top were number ones. They were number ones. These were mandos. These were number ones. Yeah. And that number one got more money than all the others. If you really want to keep it a rack, that number one got more money than all the others combined. Because 12 plus 13, because that's what 7 and 6 is, that's 13. So 12 plus 13 is 25. Vasyl Lomachenko got 37. But y'all gonna run in here telling me about Shakur Stevenson. I'll save that for another one when I break that one down all by itself. I just wanted you guys to see that Devin is paying these guys more than anybody else, and he was the undisputed champion. These are all undisputed champions. Bernard Hopkins was undisputed. Inoue undisputed. Canelo Alvarez was undisputed. Devin Haney undisputed. Of the undisputed champions in the 4-belt era, Devin gave more money. He gave more respect. Bernard Hopkins told motherfucking Jermaine Taylor, you got 24 hours to take this fight, or I'm not fighting you. You're not getting a fight unless you take this in 24 hours. Gave him 24 hours. Doheny became the mandatory because of that other dude, Abdaliev, fell off. So that's how Doheny became the mandatory. John Ryder became the mandatory. He fought his way up there to become the mandatory, but John Ryder is garbage. But see, y'all, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend our time downing and degrading Devin. Let's shit on Devin. Let's down Devin. Let's disrespect Devin. Devin is doing actual good business with people. Actual good business. And Devin gave Shakur, all of his fighters, their biggest bags, to include Shakur, who turned it down, which, again, I'll break that down by itself. But this one is all by itself, and you guys need to see this, and you guys need to understand this, because this is the facts. These are truths. Challenge me. I don't care. Challenge me. Go find the numbers. Go find them. I mean, I could post all the links for you if you want. It's the only one. This is the only one you're not going to find, because there is inside sources, inside people that told me his pay, the number that he made. That's the only one you won't find. All the other ones you'll find. That's the only one you won't find. Yeah. And the promotional company between Devin Haney and Lomachenko, again, was DHP and Top Rank split 50-50. It was up to Top Rank to pay Lomachenko. It was up to DHP to pay Devin. Devin got all of his money. Lomachenko got a percentage. How do you think Bob Arum's worth $300 million? Whatever. Lomachenko don't care. He got his $5 million and he got a title shot. That's good money for an undisputed title shot. Shakur Stevenson was going to make more. Facts. Absolute facts. He was going to make more. 100% facts. Don't worry. I'll break the numbers down for you guys. Don't even worry about it. I'll do that in another video. Not this one. This is the one I just wanted you guys to see. What Devin did that Bernard didn't do. What Devin did that Inoue didn't do. What Devin did that Canelo Alvarez didn't do. And dare I say that Devin's opponent was better than all the other ones. It was better than all the other ones. Yeah, they were better than all the others. See, Bernard Hopkins lost to Jermaine Taylor. Whether you think what happened with Lomachenko and Devin, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care what you think. What's in the record books is what actually happened. What I saw with my own eyes is Devin whipped that ass. That's what I saw. But you guys tell yourself whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. These are the numbers. Bernard Hopkins lost. Doheny is garbage. John Ryder ain't shit. Already had multiple losses. Vasyl Lomachenko has been looked at as one of the greatest fighters of this generation. He still is looked at as one of the greatest fighters of this generation. Jermaine Taylor was never looked at like that. Doheny was never looked at like that. John Ryder has never been looked at like that at all. Jermaine Taylor, Doheny, John Ryder, those guys have never been number one pound for pound. Now, Jermaine Taylor jumped up there, but he jumped up there because he beat Bernard Hopkins. Because of that fight is where Jermaine Taylor jumped up there as like number one in the lineal status and shit like that, because he beat Bernard Hopkins. Vasyl Lomachenko was that before he ever even fought Devin Haney. Ever. Doheny was never that. Never. John Ryder was never that. Ever. So not only did Devin, as the undisputed champion, pay his number one more money than any other undisputed champion did in the history of the four-belt era. No one paid the way Devin's paid. Nobody. No one did. Not only did Devin do that, he also fought the best competition. He also fought the best. The absolute best. In the four-belt era, Devin Haney, as undisputed champion, he has fought the best competition. The best in the four-belt era. Of the undisputed champions defending their crown, he's fought the best. It is what it is, man. I know y'all not going to like it and y'all going to hate on it. But it doesn't matter to me. I didn't make the motherfucking numbers up. These numbers, y'all can do your own research and find them your damn self. I didn't make this shit up. And I didn't say that Lomachenko with fucking a loss was undefeated. Losing, he lost to Orlando Salido, and Top Rank said he was, an ESPN said he's undefeated. Greatest fighter of an era. The greatest fighter of his generation. Better than Terrence Crawford, better than Andre Ward, better than all these guys. Told him right to their face. And Devin whipped that ass. Unanimous. With 3 white judges. Whipped that ass. On a top-ranked card. Not his card. He's not a top-ranked fighter. Whipped that ass. Yeah, that's what Devin did. The best fighter. And gave him the most amount of money. But I know y'all not going to give him no respect for that. Y'all going to spend your time talking about, oh, no, he lost. He lost. He lost. He lost, he lost, BF. He lost. He just needs to, he lost. He lost. No, because he lost. And he, I know. I know what y'all going to do. Y'all not going to give this man no respect. And you don't have to give him anything. He earned it in the ring. But y'all don't want to give him that either. So it doesn't really matter. History will show Devin's greatness. Same thing y'all did to Floyd Mayweather. Now all of a sudden y'all love Floyd. Y'all hated that man, but now all of a sudden y'all love him. It's going to be the same thing with Dev. It's going to be the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron finally retires, it's going to be the same thing. Y'all hate him now for no reason. Y'all going to love that man when he's gone. Just like when Dev retires, y'all going to love Dev. Love him. It's going to be the greatest fighter ever. You're going to be comparing him to other fighters, and other fighters didn't do what he did, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. Time will tell, though. But these numbers, they tell right now. BFTB, man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.